I'm not paid to be a role model. I'm paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court.
There's the pass to Leitner. Puts it up. Yes! Is it the shoe?
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
One of the world's most talented athletes is retiring. It is true what somebody said today. There was Babe Ruth and Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky.
Gretzky in front. Saved by Flaherty. The rebound. Score!
Favre just threw it perfectly right over him to Kory. Only Brett Favre could do that. I don't care what you say.
This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Game on! Game on!
We finally made it to Friday, y'all. Finally. It is the Friday edition of WHPC Sports Talk here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. As usual, as customary on Fridays, your host, Joshua Umahi, joined by today, joining the show once again, Justin Greenberg. How are we doing?
Yo, doing good, feeling good, happy. It's Friday, 4th of July coming up. Let's go.
The excitement is palpable right now.
If only the air quality wasn't going to kill us.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little worried about that. You know, they said if you outside, I think the last one, they said if you was outside breathing it in, it's like smoking 6 cigarettes at once.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
It didn't seem,
I feel like that was like overseeding.
Yeah. I'm just such a hypochondriac. I'm just going to go back in my bubble once this show's over and not go outside till further notice.
Felt that. Devin, how we doing? Devin O'Shea.
Doing well. Gotta go to work after this, but gotta get the money, so it's all right.
You gotta get to the money. I actually did that after the morning show today. I had to write to work.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, I had the worst shift of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was terrible. Damn. It was horrible. Good luck to you, though.
Thanks.
Kory, what's up? Kory David.
I can't really SmackDown.
He's actually watching it.
You see, you trying to put me on blast. I thought we was cool. I guess that Boston Celtics and Cowboy hate is it's slowly festering on the show. But I'm good. It's 82 out. It's 82 outside. The weather's nice. I'm feeling good.
Guess you didn't hear my air quality comment earlier. We're gonna die, Kory. Aren't you listening? The air is killing us all.
See what Canada did to us a few weeks ago?
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago.
It's back.
They got some. There's more fires in Canada.
It's never ending.
Yeah, it's ongoing.
It's like one of them California things where it's just like it's still going, but it's not getting as much media coverage.
Yeah, pretty much.
You see, look, this is the thing.
Kind of like Kyrie's free agency.
Canada can't handle their own smoke, so we gotta handle it for them.
Hey.
Erik Williams always dropping some knowledge on the sports show. How are we doing today, Erik?
Instead of, I wish I wasn't breathing in this bad air. I wish it was very sunny outside right now. But other than that, I can't complain. Had a long week, but we fought through it. Finally here Friday, so.
In the wise words of Rebecca Black. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I already sang once this week. I'm not gonna do it again.
What'd you sing?
I sang a little remix of Meet the Mets.
I heard that. Actually.
Yeah. I thought I nailed it.
I also heard a few weeks ago that you worked at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I told my mom.
Oh, I said that on the show?
Yeah.
Bro, I told my mom that. I was like, yeah, he was Jeffrey the Giraffe. And she was like, I can't see that.
I knew I felt a bond between us. Maybe I sat on your lap. I was sitting on Jeffrey's lap in my mid-20s, so it could have been you, Josh. I don't know.
I'll get the memory bank started on that.
You see Jeffrey say, Justin?
You never know who's in these suits. I always see Mrs. Met, and I'm like, damn, look at that ass. But then it's probably just some like 20-year-old like Spanish dude. Like I don't know who's actually in these costumes.
That's true. I'm mad you said that because all year I've been thinking, damn, Miss Met got thick on us.
Yeah. Her and Miss Incredible. Those are my two.
Miss Incredible.
Yep.
Don't want no problems with Mr. Incredible.
You're right about that. I don't want no smoke. Yeah, 516-572-7440. You can call the show. You can also text the show at 516-905-WHPC. That is 516-905-9472. Before we get into anything, and we have a special topic planned for today, Justin and I collaborated on it.
This looks cool.
Yeah, right?
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, a little tease.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about these ESPN, what's going on over there. NBA playoffs end, but the ESPN layoffs are on.
What is it?
Wild.
It's called Dark Friday?
Yeah, apparently. I'm just going to read off some names that got laid off of ESPN today.
These are all confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what shocked me, like off rip, was Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah.
I saw that.
He was with ESPN since 2007. And he and like Mike Breen and Mark Jackson were like a staple, and they're just gonna break that up.
Question: not to be, I feel like, what's the name? Not Shams, but what's the one that always followed LeBron?
Brian Windhorst.
I feel like Windhorst right now. I have my theory.
Oh, let's hear it.
I think ESPN is losing their coverage on basketball, probably, or somebody's losing their coverage, and I think NBC is gonna pick it up.
I don't know how long the contract is. I'm sure that's something I'll look it up. But what you were mentioning this. Where does a guy like Van Gundy? Off the air we're sort of talking. Where do these guys go? Van Gundy's got to be 60 years old at this point. He's kind of wanted to coach. I feel like I've heard for the last 15 years. He was a decent head coach back in the day. Does he go back to coaching? Does TNT pick him up, or does he just retire?
There's a couple options for Jeff Van Gundy because you brought up. He's in coaching rumors every offseason, it feels like. Not so much this offseason, but in terms of like TNT, I know Stan Van Gundy, his brother, works over there now, so maybe that's a landing spot. I wouldn't mind seeing them on MSG. Doing
that'd be cool.
Coverage. I'm never going to shut up about this, but I met Clyde Frazier this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Not everybody knows that, but yeah, he's like, I don't want to do road games all that much. I would rather, do home games when I can and then cut back on the road games. So maybe Jeff Van Gundy can step into a little part-time color commentary role. I don't know, but that was the first name, like I said, these ESPN layoffs that really shocked me.
And did you see Woj get fired? Like crazy.
That's wild.
Woj is the only thing that's stopping Shams from taking over this whole entire game.
What I am seeing, though, ESPN and Warner Brother Discovery, their contract expires the 24-25 season. So they're obviously going to, re-sign or like Kory said, potential NBA on NBC. That'd be sweet.
Yo, can they bring that theme music
back?
You mean Round Ball Rock?
By John Tesh.
Epic. They got to bring that back if it's back on NBC.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all showing your age.
A little bit. Devin, you know what we're talking about?
I do actually.
Okay. Makes me feel a little better. So KJ and M, that was the morning show on ESPN Radio for the last 2 years, I think. Max Kellerman, Jay Williams, and Keyshawn Johnson, they are all let go by ESPN, and they canceled the show on top of it, obviously.
I didn't care for the show. Not gonna lie.
I actually hated it.
Nobody really did.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't hate it because it got me through my mornings like recently because I work overnights. So it got me through my morning because they don't have First Thing First on at 7 in the morning anymore.
But didn't Craig Carton step in?
I don't watch it.
Well, there's a lot of shakeups with radio. This is Carton's actually last day on the Fan.
Today.
Yep, today. But, I just... ESPN Radio... they don't really go for the New York meet. Like there's like a national broadcast, and no one in New York wants to hear stories that don't pertain to the Mets, the Yankees, the Knicks, all those teams. So that's why ESPN's ratings on the radio side are nowhere near WFAN.
That's a fact, and the Michael Kay show in particular, like they're really the only program on that.
Yeah. They're
station.
New York. They're New York.
But it's all like Michael Kay's a Yankee boy. We know that. And then I like Don LaGreca. I know you have a thing with Peter Rosenberg.
I can't stand Peter Rosenberg. The biggest phony in all of broadcasting. I don't use Twitter, but when I do, it's to assault Peter Rosenberg. In fact, Peter Rosenberg slid into my DMs. Funny story.
Oh, Lord.
And he tried to come at me and say, oh, look at the ratings now, because in one quarter, the K Show beat Carton and Roberts. And then ever since he said that, they've been tripled the amount. So Carton and Roberts, that goes up against the Michael K Show, has demolished the Michael K Show ever since Peter decided to slide into my DMs.
So you really living rent-free in his head?
I guess so.
He took time out today to DM you.
I go, you just DM'd an insane person right now. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm like mentally insane, and you're going out of your way to just like brag?
He's not picking the right battle.
No.
No.
He is not winning this one.
He ain't know what he was getting himself into. Yeah, so KJ&M on ESPN Radio, that's over and done with. They let go of legends like Steve Young and well, that's really the only legend they let go of. But
who was the other one you're going to say? Susie Colbert? Did they get rid of her? She ain't a legend.
She's not.
I think you said Jalen Rose already, right?
Nah, I didn't actually say him yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, how you going to let Jalen Rose go?
I think guys like that will be able to. I don't know about Steve Young, but I think a guy like Jalen Rose will easily be able to find something with a podcast. I don't know. Some of his former teammates can get together. I think a guy like that will be able to survive. But a guy like Steve Young, I don't know. I mean, again, he's made his money. He's pushing 60 at this point. Some of these guys, who knows if we'll ever see again.
He has horrible takes sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially watching the game. But I think, them signing Troy Aikman and just getting that whole Monday Night NFL crew like together was one of their focal points. And you look at all the dynamics that go into these layoffs, like you have that aspect of, I think they're going for more bang for their buck. Like they're getting the Pat McAfees. You still have the Stephen A. Smiths. So you have your heavy hitters. Now they can go out and go get one of the top free agents right now and Shannon Sharp, and that'll do numbers for them. But I think also you got to look into the fact that I think Disney, Disney is their parent company, is losing a lot of money. Especially, the Marvel movies aren't hitting as much as you would expect, and people would say like, "Oh, Spider-Man is a Sony product. That's not them."
Yeah. Disney still makes a ton of money for all the failures, in the box office wise. I mean, they're still super profitable. What did they ever give a reason as to why these layoffs? Is it because of the signings of Pat McAfee? I think he's getting $85 million. I'm sure Aikman and Buck were not cheap to get either.
When I say Disney is losing money, like certain things that they have heavy stock in, is like not excelling as well as they would like it to. Like certain stations that I think Lanier is not doing well. So, like their overseas stuff isn't producing what they wanted. So they are losing a lot of money, and people are questioning whether or not the heads of Disney right now, should they still be in charge because of the fact that they're doing such a terrible job. That's why in my opinion, I think you're seeing all these layoffs. They have to kind of make way for those funds that they're losing.
Say Max Kellerman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I knew Max Kellerman time was done when T.O. said, "Hey, Stephen A. Max acting more blacker than you." I said it was a rapper. Stephen A. put a hit out on him ever since that day, allegedly.
Now, to piggyback off that, and
he said it was done.
Erik said this about Jalen Rose in the back before the show. Like, I think Stephen.
Hold up a second. The woes.
Yeah, you had your fingers going. I got my fingers going.
We all know what's going on.
With the co-host? With Molly?
We know what's going on.
Hey.
He's looking at her lunch. The way he be looking at her and the way he be joking, like, it was never like that before.
That's suspicious.
Fam,
that's suspicious.
If you you looking in a woman's lunchbox.
And then the awkwardness of, like, say hypothetically, I don't know this to be true, but say Stephen A. is with Molly, right? He doing the NBA post and pre-show with Jalen. That gotta be a little awkward.
Stephen A. don't care.
He don't
care.
He just seems like a sleazy.
We've heard him talk about breast before.
Oh man!
I've never been inclined to taste breast milk. I like breast.
Listen,
you don't have to be a baby to like breast.
There it is.
No, he's not lying. But listen, I've never seen Stephen A. curse like the way he did. Like, listen, I seen a tweet the other day. He was like, "I don't like this ish." I'm like, yo, I never seen Stephen A. do something like that. Like, what's going on? Like, Molly really sugaring him up. Like,
and like, even when Molly has like horrible takes, you see him the first one to put it on his Superman cape and like, I'm going Cape, even if the take is wrong.
You're gonna find a way to back it up.
I go. He like one of them sleazy fly dudes with like the. I'm gonna take it, chick, but I'm gonna do it in such a fly way. In the sleaziest way.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna still work with you every day. That's crazy. That's
that
wild.
actually, it just screams New York.
Yeah. He is from Hollis.
Yeah,
he is from Hollis.
But not. It's
ESPN layoffs.
It's sad, and then you got Skip Bayless out here teasing that Lil Wayne might be his new co-host.
Oh man,
it's my turn.
I don't know. ESPN used to be so cool when I was a kid, and I don't know. You guys are all younger than me. ESPN right now is nowhere near where it was in its glory days in the 90s, early 2000s.
You had Stuart Scott saying Booyah Shaka and everything. Like that.
I mean, I wrote down my top 4. I love the Mount Rushmores of, lists. People always do this for basketball or wrestling. So my top 4 all-time ESPN, Stuart Scott and Rich Eisen, when those two were together. And Rich Eisen still kills it. He's got an awesome show, and he does the NFL Network.
ESPN completely.
Yeah. Another guy who has an awesome show I listen to and watch on YouTube, Dan Patrick.
Yeah.
And then the wild card, because there's a lot of other guys I was thinking could be in here. Chris Berman's obviously an icon. I love Chris Berman and Tom Jackson in the NFL stuff, but Kenny Mayne.
That's exactly.
I love Kenny Mayne.
You know what the funny thing is? I knew you were going to say him.
He was just so weird. He brought that comedy. I don't know. It just felt. It felt so organic, and nowadays
authentic.
Authentic. And then you watch all these guys today on ESPN. They're all good looking. Like you could tell they're not writing their stuff. It just felt like it was like this awesome like sort of club that you were in back in the day. And now it just seems like a Disney corporation. Like, oh, we got to get this guy. We got to get that guy. Oh, we need a woman. We need this person. We need that. It's like all this like. All these like producers in people's heads. It's just not the rawness that you got from ESPN back in the day. I loved it. I can't watch it now though.
Yeah, it's unwatchable. I agree.
Then you had the skits. Like the skits with Kenny Mayne used to be the funniest thing.
Yep.
And then you had the skits where like they would be like in the office and like you'd have like certain athletes or something come in and they had like the different skits.
Oh, the commercials for SportsCenter are some of the funniest things ever. Like legitimately like top tier comedic stuff. And I don't know what it is. I guess there's just a lot. Like ESPN was the only thing to do this sort of stuff. I mean, to have a 24/7, 365 sports network is unheard of. But nowadays you have podcasts, you have YouTube, you have Fox Sports, you have TNT with their broadcasts. It's just. There's more options now, so I don't know if that's part of the downfall or what is, but I don't know. I don't think the roster of today could touch what was going on in the glory days.
You know who I think? I think Max Kellerman, out of all the ones that I said they were fired, I think he actually has the best chance of landing in a better position due to the fact that he already has a co-host out there who he's built great chemistry with and had a successful radio show with him and Marcellus Wiley. So you could always go back to that, and especially in that LA market, you could just add Keyshawn to it, and you have a good 3-man crew on that thing. Jay Will, on the other hand, I don't know what's going to happen with him. If he's not going, I know Stephen A. sooner or later is going to get him out. Because I remember he was having his whole little heated debate about Kyrie.
Yeah, Stephen A. is definitely the big blood over at ESPN. Like, there's nobody. He calls the shots.
Yeah, he's had say in some.
Yeah, but you can't lie. Like, there's a reason. Like even Charles Barkley said, they got him doing everything. They pay him for the least.
Well, he brings in the ratings. I did miss out on 2 people that are still there, if I'm not mistaken. I like the PTI guys. I like Mike Wilbon. I like Tony Kornheiser. I think they're still doing the show, I'm assuming. I haven't watched ESPN in so long. But that was like must-watch television, that 5 to 6 o'clock hour with Around the Horn, which was solid for a while. And then PTI was great.
Yeah, I didn't even bring this guy up, but I know Kory knows Stan Verrett and Neil Everett.
Yeah.
On the overnights?
Yeah.
Like, they let Neil Everett go. I'm like, why would you do that? That's the one that really got me.
You should have seen the disappointment on his face. He was just like,
because you understand, I went through the same thing. Same emotions.
I go in and work at like that time that they're on, so I'm watching them. So I'm like, come on. Like they usually like recap me. Like they usually do the recaps for me when I'm like once like the shows is like the sports is over.
Yep.
So I get a good understanding of what's going on, and they bring that comedy to it kind of a little bit. You know, they have their own little unique personalities. Yeah, ESPN in the mud right now.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's only a matter of time before they completely collapse, but that's what it is with the ESPN layoffs. Before we move on to our special topic today, I'm going to remind everybody that you're listening to WHPC Sports Talk here on the Voice of Nassau Community College. 90.3 WHPC. Joshua Umahi joined by Justin Greenberg, Devin O'Shea, Kory David, Erik Williams. 516-572-7440. That is the number to dial because we are going to get into how about an all-time NBA legends over the 76-year history of the league. How about we do an all-time draft?
Sounds pretty cool.
We're going to do a starting five and a six-man. We're going to go around the room. I think I texted you about this, Kory.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, you didn't respond, so I didn't know if you...
I just think this is necessary because of... You know, you guys talk about the Mets sucking consistently. It gets boring, right? Like, why don't we do something like this?
You know, it's bad when your owner coming out saying, "Yeah, I'm kind of frustrated. I don't know what's going on."
Yeah, nah. Steve Cohen definitely had to cop a few pleas on. He did that press conference on Wednesday.
Yep.
Josh, the Mets so bad. Nico ain't show up in weeks for the Friday episode.
Yeah, me and Nico was talking about you earlier. He misses you.
Nico, anytime you want to come back on the Friday show, I'm here.
Why you don't bring his ass down here?
Hey, call him out.
Or he could call in. You know, he has a phone.
Yeah, once again, Erik could text us if you're too good to call us.
Do we think he's listening right now?
No chance.
Nah.
Nico, you listening?
No, he's not. Let's get to it, though. So I have a pool of players. I could send it to y'all if y'all want, but, I mean, we know the legends of the game. By position.
We do a show together. I think we would know the history of basketball.
Exactly.
You'd be surprised.
It'd be embarrassing if we didn't know the history.
Like when we say we picking them, right? Are we picking them like at different stages? Like we could pick them at a different a certain time.
At their prime.
I was thinking in their peak,
all the prime,
but at their peak.
Yeah, that too.
I bet.
All right, so we ready to go?
Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna start with Justin on this one.
All right, I'm going George Mikan. No, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. If I'm having the first pick, I mean, come on, this is easy peasy. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I mean, how do you not pick the airman? The greatest winner in NBA history. I know Bill Russell, you know, you could say is the greatest winner, but as far as the modern era goes,
some peace legend.
I mean, and the guy who could do everything. He's clutch, defense. He can pass the ball. I got to go with the airman.
Pick number one, round number one. Michael Jordan goes to Justin Greenberg. All right, Devin. Who are we picking?
I'm going to have to go with the GOAT himself, LeBron James.
Oh, you think he's the GOAT too?
He's kids, man. He's kids.
Damn.
Okay, y'all making it tough out here.
Yeah, not really.
Got to have the small forward position.
Explain your case, since he's your GOAT and everything.
Well, I mean, with Michael Jordan off the board, there's only one other name you got to say that is not Michael Jordan. It's LeBron James that has to go second.
All right.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I would have picked him probably if I had the second pick.
If I had the first pick, I'm picking MJ.
Yeah.
But if I had the second pick, I'm picking LeBron James.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. LeBron's right where he belongs at number 2. Okay. Just where he belongs. I like that. What's up, Kory?
I'm gonna shake up the room. I'm not going who you think I'm going with.
Miles Bridges?
What?
You've been looking at his picture for like 10 minutes now.
I was looking at a report. No, my pick is going to be Shaquille.
I knew you were going with Shaq. And you know what? I knew it once we clarified their most dominant, era at their peak. And once he said that, I knew he was going to go Shaq.
Peak Shaq was disgusting.
Who's stopping me?
Disgusting.
Shaq was actually, I picked my order, what I would pick. Shaq was number 2. I was going to pick Shaq as my second.
I'm not going to hold you. I think my team is going to be better than anybody's.
Dude, you picked one person.
Slow your roll.
I'm telling you. Okay, keep
Mellow Ball. I'm waiting for it.
Cool.
All right, Erik. Pick number 4. Who we got?
So I think I'm gonna go with the man who single-handedly shifted the NBA, brought the NBA back to what it is now. Magic Johnson.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I did not expect that. I thought she was gonna go Kobe.
I think that's where Josh is going.
Thought you were gonna go
He's been
Booker.
posting Kobe pics on Instagram all week.
Yo, Erik, I was about to get him for my point.
I had to take him for the point. Facilitator defense, 6'9".
Oh man!
And clutch. Let's not forget, this is a guy who hit many a game-winning shots. Let's not forget his first NBA Finals. I mean, like he could play any position.
He really couldn't shoot like that, but he was serviceable as a shooter.
Yeah. When you needed him, Magic was going to come through. Not the best defender, though.
All right, I like that pick. Now, yeah, most people would expect me to go Kobe, but I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about peaks. I'm having an inner debate.
I know where he's about to go. I know it.
Mellow.
Because now
he wouldn't do that.
I'm thinking about it now.
Where's he going?
We have an hour show, Josh.
I'm gonna go Steph.
Whoa!
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you. He was my backup for Magic.
Because you think about it, like when Justin says prime,
yeah,
like unanimous MVP,
unanimous
best shooter in the history of the game.
Like 50, 40, 90 repetitively. I gotta go Steph. You know what hurts me going over Kobe? Like But are we going like fantasy style draft, like Snake, go around back that way?
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Oh crap! Why'd I say that?
Yes. Come back this way.
Come on, Justin.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie though. This is am I wrong in saying this is everybody's? It's kind of putting a little indictment on companies like debate on is he top 5?
My question is still, why are you looking at Miles Bridges?
I did
Still
not
on your phone.
I did not go up and down. Unlike some people, I was actually into the show and not playing games on my phone.
Y'all stop calling each other out.
Be quiet. They're shooting each other down over there. I don't know what's going on.
Y'all was boys before the show. Now look at y'all.
My guy here plays mobile games.
Mobile games.
You over there playing Candy Crush now?
Wasn't Candy Crush? No.
No, it wasn't Candy Crush. All right.
Let's get back to the draft.
All right, Erik, who we got?
So how would this work? It goes. Do you get another pick?
Josh
I would get another pick.
Oh damn!
Oh, Kobe.
Eric's
Kobe.
Dang it.
So I do get Kobe.
Cool. I wasn't gonna take Kobe, but I'm gonna take another Laker, the captain. Give me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Damn.
Nice.
So you got
Magic and Kareem.
You got Magic and Kareem.
Ooh,
damn. He's building it right though.
But I'm assuming if I'm picking a Kareem, I'm picking Milwaukee Kareem, right?
Ooh, now that's a layered debate, bro. I don't know if you want to get into that right now.
That's where I
only
would
one
go.
of them was
That's a debate for another
multiple
day.
championships.
We're gonna have to debate that another day. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough
That's
one.
Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor. The kids don't know that these days.
I'm not like this is like a match. Like if we draft right, who team would win? This is trying to draft to win, right?
Yeah.
I want to go Tim Duncan. I really want to go Tim Duncan, but I'm not. Because I'm just going to dominate. I'm just going to dominate in the paint.
I see it's Dominique.
I'm going with not because of his off the court issues. I'm going with Karl Malone.
What?
I was thinking about that.
How is he picked already?
He's top.
There are all these icons written here. Karl Malone.
He was top on the leaderboard.
All right, but that don't matter.
I could actually respect that though.
You respect Karl Malone. That's cool.
I'm not saying I respect him. I respect him as a basketball player.
No.
As a basketball player.
As a basketball
You do the buck. I have two of the strongest NBA players to ever play the game in Karl Malone and Shaq. Who is going into the paint? I'm playing bad boys Pistons basketball.
Yeah, but
You're
you got to
not getting
think
a layup.
But Karl Malone, I always look at this as the clutch, gene, and Karl Malone severely lacked that killer instinct. Now Shaq has that, but I would not trust Karl Malone with my daughter or a game on the line. So
needed to be said.
Yeah.
Needed to be said.
I mean, look at Jordan's most famous play. It involves Karl Malone holding the ball, and Jordan swats the ball out of his hand and goes down and makes the shot with 5 seconds left.
That play always makes me laugh. Like, where was your awareness at, bro?
Right?
Just
I know where his mind was at. I'm not going there.
Devin, please distract from what Justin just said and
I got to go.
Pick somebody.
I got LeBron. I got a pick and 2 picks. So I don't think I'm going to go guard. I'm thinking Hakeem Olajuwon.
Damn!
Oh.
Damn.
Hakeem the Dream.
That was my pick.
Olajuwon.
That's a good one.
I get 2 picks in a row, though.
You do.
If I'm not mistaken.
You do.
Damn. I really wanted Hakeem. I think Hakeem, again, the clutch gene. Talk about his NBA Finals appearances. And to go up against Kory's guy, Shaq, one of the few guys to really dominate the big man. I know that was a young Shaq, but Hakeem is a great pick right there.
Thank you.
Devin got LeBron and Hakeem. That's crazy.
Solid line.
And let's not forget Hakeem, one of the best defenders, if not the best defender of all time. You can make that argument.
Of course.
I really wanted that ever since Kory's like, I got Karl Malone and Shaq in the paint. Who's stopping that? Hakeem's stopping that.
Well, I'm going to get a big man. That was able to dominate Kareem in his younger years. And I think he's the most dominant athlete to ever step his feet on the NBA court, and that's going to be Wilt Chamberlain.
We don't even know if this man scored 100 points. How much you have that one?
You asked me.
Now, time out.
He just grabbed a Sharpie.
It was between Hakeem and Wilt for me.
Originally between Shaq, it was between Shaq and Wilt, but I feel like Shaq in his prime, he could bully. I think he could bully.
I take Shaq over
I don't know, man. I've heard stories of Wilt. Arnold Schwarzenegger has met Wilt, and they just talk about the pure strength of this guy, how he is the strongest guy to ever play in the NBA.
But mind you, I'm not about to have a fat Joe moment, but pause. But I think that Shaq
like dick.
I think Shaq's girth and just his weight.
No, stop.
What?
No. I'm not letting you get away with that.
I said pause.
No, you're not getting away with that.
I said pause. I just think that when you look at guys
in a basketball conversation.
Listen.
Get out of here.
When you just think of like guys who like are heavy set like that and like can know how to use their weight. Like you look at a guy like Kenny Lofton or Zion Williamson. They're undersized, but due to the fact that they have that weight on them, they're able to bully guys that you think would be stronger or more athletic. And so I think you have Shaq with his height and his weight. He's just he was an unstoppable force at that time.
I'm not going to bash Shaq. Shaq is the most dominant player that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was a different type of dominant. Shaq was just unstoppable. Like you said, his size was just, unparalleled, and nobody was going to stop him. He was going to bully people. They created completely different ways to defend him, and nothing seemed to work. So I'm going to need. I got my scoring done. I have Michael and I have Wilt. So I need a guy who's a winner. I need a guy who's an amazing defender. You can make an argument top 5 greatest defender of all time, and a guy who has gone up head-to-head with a guy like Shaq. I'm going with Tim Duncan, the man you mentioned earlier. Who's going to get through that, Wilt and Tim Duncan? Come on.
Fundamental.
Okay. I was trying to figure out your starting lineup real quick. So is Wilt at the center?
Wilt's the center, Duncan's my power forward, and Michael Jordan's my shooting guard.
Okay.
Hey, man, I like where this is going. We're going to take a quick timeout on Sports Talk, a mid-show break. When we come back, we will get back to the draft as well as NBA free agency rumors and what's coming, the week recap. We're going to get all into what happened this week. A lot of crazy stuff went down, so back in 45 seconds on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
This show is brought to you by On the Road Again Motorcycle School. Hi, I'm Steve Bertolini, the president of On the Road Again Motorcycle School, and I'd like to tell you that life is short, so live a little by learning how to ride a motorcycle. Classes are available from beginner riders to advanced, including private lessons. Lessons are offered on the campuses of Nassau Community College and Suffolk Community College, also offering the license waiver class, where you can skip the DMV. More information about On the Road Again Motorcycle School can be found at 631-862-RIDE. That's 631-862-RIDE. Or online at LRN2ride.com.
Back with Sports Talk on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Let's get back to our draft. I believe Devin's up.
Well, I saw yesterday that the most versatile player in the entire world was LeBron James. He's played every single position throughout his entire career at least once. In 2022, he's played center. So he's the most versatile player. So I can put him anywhere I want. I'm going to put LeBron James at the power forward position.
Oh.
And the Celtic legend that I am, I'm picking Larry Bird, Larry Legend, to go at my small forward position.
That was my next pick, man. Talk about a winner right there. Talk about a clutch shot guy. I don't think anybody besides, you could put Jerry West, Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan, and Larry Bird are the most clutch players, and you could throw Kobe in there, at number 5. Those are the guys when you have a last-second shot. And Larry Bird, not a bad defender. 3 times he was on the All-NBA second defensive team. And, of course, his prime, that 84 to 87 run, unmatched, unparalleled,
One of
man.
the best trash talkers in the entire history of the NBA.
He's going to get into these guys. Some of these, you're lucky you have LeBron on your team, because Larry Bird would get in LeBron's head and he would crumble.
He shot lefty one game so he can save his right hand.
Yeah.
And he still did incredible.
I mean, everyone knows the story of him going into the locker room during the All-Star weekend and saying who's getting in second place during the three-point contest. Larry Bird is the man. The man.
That's a
great pick.
That's why he's laying across my bed.
Hey, yo.
Like on the top, like on the
He's on top.
No,
nice.
just stop talking.
Yeah.
I got 3 plays in my mind right now. I just seen Kory freak out, and I'm hoping he takes like the least player that I want.
In his prime,
Kory's up to something.
I know he's.
I'm taking Allen Iverson.
I know.
Oh my God! Damn.
That's all right. That's all right. I got a backup.
The answer.
I got a backup.
Wait, Kory, who's your team right now?
He's got Shaq, Carl, and AI.
I'm scared of Eric's backup.
Carl and AI. That's going to be a rough locker room, buddy.
But guess what? Who stopped?
He's got to get Gilbert.
Wait a second. Can you imagine a pick and roll with Shaq and AI?
Yeah.
Not filthy. Filthy for sure.
All right, that's cool now. That's cool now, right?
Get your body shot. That's
you got to facilitate.
I'm scared Eric's going to take my guy.
And then you got the captain. You got him down low. Get a little elbow or whatever. Hook shot. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that's going to score whenever they have to on all 3 levels of the court.
Oh,
Who am
I know where he's
with?
going. Hey, I knew
Kevin
he was going.
Durant.
Good pick.
I'm not going to hold you. I was like, can I just say
that's
this?
a good one.
I had 3 choices. He was one of them.
Kevin wasn't one of my choices. So I'm okay.
I could have had Kobe, Steph, and KD.
As soon as he said,
I'm sick.
As soon as you said Larry, I'm thinking, I need a small forward. I should go with who I think is the better small forward, who at one point was the best player on the planet, KD.
I pick Larry over KD all day.
This gets tough now. So I got 2 picks back to back.
Well, Eric,
Curry and Kobe.
Who is Eric's? Who is Eric's team? Who's your
Magic, Kareem.
Kareem.
That's
Damn.
filthy, yo.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
I gotta really come with something now. So Tim Duncan was already picked.
You need a big or a
Now
3.
I'm hoping you don't take my other guy.
Oh, there's no way I could trade a pick. There's no way I could trade one of my players.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, who need a power forward?
Nah, we're not doing.
No. I'm just saying, who needs a power forward? I'm gonna give y'all a
Not
good
me or
suggestion.
Justin.
No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
I'm gonna say.
Please don't say
I'm gonna
nothing.
say his name.
He don't want Malone anymore.
Stop. Please.
Who need a power forward? Because I didn't think of this dude. I should
Stop. No, Kory, come on, stop.
I should have
Please,
this
stop.
woman MVP over Carl.
Stop.
What are you thinking, Josh?
I actually don't know who Kory's talking about exactly.
I have an idea.
But, I'm gonna go Giannis. I'm gonna go Giannis.
No, you ruined.
I like that pick. I like it.
You ruined it.
There's only one reason you like it, because you didn't go your guy.
Josh has 2 picks though.
No, but I know he's not going power forward. Who's next?
You know this name. Why you want him to take it?
Because if I pair Giannis with,
You have a center?
No, he got Kobe and Curry.
You could play. You could play Giannis at the center.
That's
you could
what
play
I'm
this
saying.
dude at the power forward. He was allegedly 7 foot.
Stop, man.
But he didn't want to claim he was 7 foot.
Man.
Who
you want to take?
Talking about?
You know who this is.
you mean
Justin, you got an idea?
I know who he's talking about.
They go power forward.
Me and Joshua is clueless right now.
give me Dirk.
Oh,
Okay, no, Joshua is
Give
clueless.
me Dirk and Giannis
Let's
in
go.
the front
Come back
court.
this way.
moron.
Come back this way.
Nah.
He knows who I'm taking. I'm taking a guy who got under Tim Duncan's skin, mellow skin, the big ticket.
You can have that. You can have that. You can have
Kevin
that.
Garnett.
I'm gonna take Giannis over. I know you wanted to go KG.
Give me the
I'm
big
gonna
ticket.
give Giannis over. I'm gonna go Giannis. Giannis and Dirk.
KG in his prime was one of the most down.
No, I know that.
I don't know how the Celtic couldn't figure that out.
No, listen. This is what's fun about it. Like, we all got different preferences of how we want a team build.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I know how great KG is. Like, he was guard 5 positions, could really play all 5 positions in his prime. But
you want to talk about prime, though. Think about Dirk in that 2011 season. Was there? Yes. I mean, that's a top 5 NBA Finals performance. KG never had that NBA Finals performance like that. KG's obviously a better defender, but Dirk's shot, unguardable. Yeah. I'd say with Kareem's hook shot and that Dirk fadeaway, those are the 2 most unguardable shots in NBA history.
No, the fact that Josh has Kobe and Dirk on the same exact team is crazy.
I got Steph and Giannis just pick and rolls all game. Like Nobody's stopping that.
That is crazy. That shooting is crazy.
Yeah, but I got an all defensive team.
You do.
I mean, MJ, Duncan, come on.
All right, so Erik went KG. Who we got, Kory? Got AI, Carl. I can't believe you picked Karl Malone.
Kory's team sucks.
What? My team?
Go ahead.
Okay.
You wrote all the positions down, but you haven't filled in any of them.
Because I know who I want to pick at them. Like, I'm envisioning them in those spots.
And don't forget the 6th man is out there, so you can pick another position that you already have.
Can anyone pass me a pen?
I got you, bro. Catch. There you go.
I'm trying to think. I need a small forward.
You better pick a wing. You have to pick a wing. We have AI, and then you have Shaq and Karl Malone. Yeah, you have to pick a wing. KD, Larry Bird already off the board.
I could go with a guard.
I mean, you could.
I have 2 names in my. I have 2 names.
Don't pick my guy.
Uh-oh.
Don't pick him.
Now I see where this is going. Yeah.
Don't pick my guy.
Nah, I already know. Like I should have just picked him, but
pick another big man. I don't care. Pick him on your bench.
A guard who was like crazy.
Go forward.
I'm gonna go with Dwayne Wade.
Come on!
I knew it.
Come on!
You know, I didn't even think of Dwayne Wade.
I was like this. Somebody got Kobe. Somebody got Jordan. I gotta get the 3rd best shooting guard of all time.
My next pick.
All right, rapid fire, Devin. Who we got?
John Stockton. I need a guy that's gonna pass all these guys the ball. Who's one of the best passer in all time. Number 1.
Not named Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
Magic's better.
I mean,
just because he has more stats.
Yeah,
Magic is a better
Magic
passer.
did have to leave the league early, but yeah.
Conjure. Stockton was a better passer. Magic was just flashier.
But John Stockton's gonna be passing it to Hakeem, LeBron, Larry. Over.
He gonna get a lot of steals too. Mm-hmm. I like that. Justin.
So, I need a small forward right now. And I think my guy's going to stay for a while. So I'm going to pick somebody that's going to come off my bench, actually. And I know this is old school, and it may not be flashy and sexy, but I need winners, and I need, in my opinion, the greatest defensive player of all time. I'm picking Bill Russell.
Oh, okay.
And Bill Russell, who's going to get through? I got Bill and Wilt. Come on, man. Now, I know it's a different generation, but Bill Russell... You watch the highlights. This guy is unbelievable. The way he would block the ball. You know, most people, when they block the ball, they just, hit it wherever it needs to go. Bill Russell would be smart with his blocks and, it would be like a block/pass. So I'm going with Bill Russell as that pick. He might come off the bench. He might start. I'm not sure. But now I definitely need a small forward. And I know this is a controversial one. And he said some dumb stuff in recent years.
Oh.
But if I have Michael Jordan... I'm going to need his Robin.
Okay.
I'm picking Scottie Pippen. You want to talk about defense? I don't need to score. I have Wilt and I have Michael Jordan. I'm putting Scottie Pippen. He's a guy that could guard some of these modern players, man. He's sort of a template for what some of these... he's obviously not on LeBron's level, but he sort of is like what LeBron was. And LeBron obviously evolved and took what Scottie was doing, but... He could score when he needs to. He's not clutch, and he's not a good, bench guy. He's, sort of a cancer in the locker room. But If you team him up with Michael Jordan, we've seen the results. So I'm picking Scottie Pippen.
So Justin's got MJ, Wilt, Tim, and Scotty. And Bill off the
Bill
bench.
Russell.
All right, Devin.
Well,
your last pick of the starting five. Who you got?
It's tough because Dwayne Wade was my pick for my two guard. I really wanted Dwayne at my shooting guard position, but Dwayne's not as good of a shooter as this next guy. And when you list the best shooting guards of all time, you go Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, and then you go James Harden. James Harden, the man who averaged 36 points in a season. And MVP.
Prime Harden was different.
We're not talking about today Harden, who's requesting a trade from Philadelphia. We're talking about 36 points per game, James Harden.
That's a good pick.
There we go.
Kory?
Now, I got two names.
You need a wing. I'm gonna say it again.
Stop telling him that.
He
doesn't know.
Pissing me off. Like, yo, pick one.
Does he know?
He hasn't wrote any of his players down.
I'm going to go with Carmelo Anthony.
Wow.
Carmelo Anthony.
You're just not playing defense on your team.
Nah, that's a fact.
No, there's no defense. But look. I wasn't going to go with him because I need a shooting guard.
I was either thinking him or Dennis.
Okay.
Rodman for your three?
No. He's like trying to blow it up. Like I don't know.
Yeah, Malone and Rodman. What is this? Bash at the Beach, 1998.
Well, listen. What year was Magic drafted? That was 81.
80. I think 80 or 79.
It might have been 79.
Yeah, I think 79.
And they made the finals that first year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who did they play?
Oh, you
76ers.
Oh, you going?
We didn't pick any.
Are you going the guy who inspired
Dr.
everybody?
J.
I'm going with Dr. J.
Yeah.
Roosevelt.
Shooting guard
that.
position.
Roosevelt,
The shooting
native.
guard position. Wow.
Dr. J, all right.
Let's not forget, there's another great Sixer on that team.
Right.
That is an all-timer. Just throwing that out there.
Exactly.
I have one guy on my bench, and I really hope nobody takes him.
I think somebody's going to take him, and I think it's going to be me.
Oh, yeah?
Josh, are these your last two picks now?
My last two picks.
All
So
right.
I got to pick my last starting player, and I got to pick my sixth man. So I got Kobe, Steph, Giannis, and Dirk.
Need a three.
I definitely do. You know what? Here's where I'm going.
You going Kawhi?
Give me Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard.
Prime Kawhi. Raptors Kawhi.
Game 7.
That's a hot take.
Raptors Kawhi.
That's a hot take.
Raptors Kawhi. What he did to them Sixers?
Hot take.
Come on now.
Eric Williams. Oh, no. Josh got last pick.
Oh, you know what? Sixth man, I'm going to go Jokic.
Dang it! That was the one guy.
I'm going to go Jokic. It was a debate between him and Charles Barkley for me.
Yeah, Charles is another guy.
Yeah.
Another, later on in the Sixers or Suns era, Charles was nasty, man.
I want real meat.
He is nasty.
Oh, all right.
Who we got?
Who did you pick?
I picked Kawhi and I picked Jokic off the bench.
Okay.
All right. So coming off the bench, right? You might say this is probably gonna sound crazy, right? But look, the history behind it, play for Miami, play for Boston, play for Seattle, play for Milwaukee.
Good choice.
Ray Allen.
I'm going Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yo, Eric's got a sneaky squad right here.
And you got to think, if they're playing modern era, a guy like him would easily be able to still be playing. I think he could still play.
Oh,
he's still in good shape.
He would be prime. Ray would be disgusting in today's
right.
game. Like prime off the dribble, shoot from deep.
Better than Klay Thompson.
Better than Klay Thompson. He would be taking deep threes like Steph be taking now. You got to keep that into account too.
Think about young Ray Allen too.
Yep.
Think about the athleticism.
People don't know now.
And clutch. I really think the clutch gene is super important to me. I mean, that's why I picked Michael Jordan with my first pick. But Ray Allen, I mean, he has one of the most clutch shots ever. That's a solid line. Who's your final lineup, Eric?
So I got Magic, Dr. J, KD, Kevin Garnett, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Ray Allen.
Solid lineup.
Yeah.
Solid.
I mean, all these lineups are good.
Fire.
Solid. For me, my final pick, my sixth man, I'm going to go MVP, former MVP. We may look at him foolishly now, but I'm going Charles Barkley.
It's a great choice, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think his best year was that MVP year. I think Charles has been on the record saying he was at his peak a few years prior to that on the Sixers. But, I mean, Charles is unbelievable.
That's a great pick. I want to chuck bad, but pause. Devin, who we got?
Well, it's tough. This pick's tough for my bench because, well, I've got my entire starting lineup already. And you don't know if you want to go big men off the bench, small ball off the bench. So I think I'm going to go the guy that messed with Justin's guy the most, Michael Jordan, and go with Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, that's a good one. Nobody picked Isaiah. I was shocked.
Yo, Devin's point guard lineup is crazy. He got Stockton, Harden, and Isaiah Thomas that can all run the point.
Yeah.
Zeke. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, you got the last pick.
And I don't have a point guard. And I was debating on Isaiah Thomas.
That would have been a good pick for you.
I was thinking Jason Kidd as well. But I don't think Isaiah and Michael and Scotty, they would really mesh together.
You're right about that.
I need another guy who also kind of got under MJ's skin. I think you could make an argument he's the best defensive point guard of all time and certainly knew how to facilitate the ball. A winner in Miami, but when he was in Seattle, he was one of the best. I'm taking the glove, Gary Payton, as my point guard.
Solid.
Whew.
Justin an all defense.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
nobody is scoring on Justin.
If I have to stop guys like Steph Curry and the modern players, the Giannis's and KD's, I need guys like Scottie Pippen and Tim Duncan and Gary Payton.
I'm not gonna lie, being objective, I think Devin and Erik's team's going to the finals. Devin got LeBron, Hakeem, Larry, Stockton, Harden. What? Isaiah Thomas?
That's a really good lineup, man.
That's crazy.
I think the Larry pick really sealed it for me. That Erik, what was your team from the top to bottom?
Magic, Dr. J, KD, KG, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ray Allen.
All he had to really say was KD, Magic, Kareem. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Could you imagine? That Lakers dynasty with KD. Yo.
Who are some players that didn't get picked? Like, is there anybody? Because I was thinking a guy like Reggie Miller would still dominate today. And talk about a clutch gene.
Oscar Robertson.
I'll read off some guys that weren't picked and then we'll move on. So you got Chris Paul. You got Jerry West. You got
the logo.
The logo, for sure.
The Admiral.
David Robinson wasn't picked. Ewing wasn't picked.
Elgin Baylor.
Moses Malone was the guy I was thinking about. I mean, Moses should be on this squad for sure. One of
Johnny
these
Havlicek.
Hey, Josh, you know that Twitter account I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
He back.
This is a perfect segue into our quick rumor topic.
Let's see. Let me tell you
NBA free agency.
Let me tell you some of the things he's saying. Houston is getting Drake's twin, a.k.a. Fred VanVleet. They saying that the replacement might be strongly considered to be Gabe Vincent.
In Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto. They're saying that Miami is getting a second superstar from the Pacific Northwest. Do with that what you might.
Jeremy Grant.
Nah.
Oh, sorry.
Anthony Simons?
No, we all know who it is.
I've been saying Dame to the Heat for days. I've been saying this for weeks now.
Mr. Loyalty himself.
Mr. Grind Time.
Well, I wanna do a little call out of Slams magazine real quick.
What they do?
I don't know why. I just got to call out Slam magazine real quick. I know I'm just a random 20-year-old that goes to a community college.
Give yourself more credit.
But I'm also a Boston fan. And on your point guard list, you listed John Morant at number 30. And you listed Rajon Rondo at number 45 on the all-time point guard list. I think that's absolute buffoonery. That is absolutely horrendous.
Who listed that?
Slam magazine.
They listed John Morant at 30 and Rajon Rondo at 45. Rajon Rondo is an NBA champion.
People don't know. Rondo was really different in his time.
Rondo was putting up Westbrook numbers before Westbrook was putting up those numbers.
Talk about it.
He had that little move that I hated when he would go up to the basket. Yeah. Fake. Got you.
Yo, when he would pull that against your team, you would be like...
He hit the little... And he was just
he was the light-skinned Jason Williams.
No, when he did that behind the back in the paint move and then go and lay, I was like, nah, he's different.
And then you got to think about it like this. He was like he was a pest, but he was actually good. Usually when you have like a pest like a Marcus Smart or Pat Beverly, they're not good.
That's a fact.
He was actually
good. He was putting up like games of like 15, 20. Like dude was before his time. And the fact that they put Ja at 30 and Rajon Rondo at 45 is crazy.
They really didn't have a big three at Boston. They had a big four.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And Kobe had to go up against that by himself. I hate it had to be him.
All right, we got 3 minutes left. I know
What?
NBA. We do. Time flies.
Did you hear about the teams that Harden is considering?
Yeah, Knicks and Clippers. He's going to be a Clipper. I'm not buying into that Knicks stuff. He's not going to be a Knick.
Do you want him on the Knicks?
No, I don't. I really don't.
He just seems like a cancer in the locker room.
Yeah, him and Brunson wouldn't work at all.
Yeah, I don't see why he would come back. He already seen what New York has as like strip club options. we clearly are not up in the department of a Houston or even LA, Miami, somewhere around that.
Yeah, nah. All right, it's time for the week recap. Heading into the weekend, we're going to do a real quick race through it.
Here we go.
Let's go. Shohei Ohtani is he's not human. Leading the league in home runs and RBIs, and also has he had a 10 strikeout game with 2 home runs. Crazy. I'm not talking Mets. No.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the Mets anymore.
No. What's interesting about what happened earlier this week, though? Team. Yeah, the Braves fans are just sickening. But gambling suspensions in the NFL.
Oh, so they clipping everybody right now.
I'm going to just say this, and Kory, I've said this multiple times on the show. There's going to be a big scandal with referees, some coaches. I promise you, within the next 5 years, it's going to be even bigger than this.
I can see it happening.
Look. When the news come out that the refs had money on the Rams for that 1 year against the Saints, you were going to feel so justified.
Oh, my God!
You going to feel so justified. I knew it.
I know where Bill Vinovich lived. I know the ref name, too. We don't got to talk about that before I incriminate myself.
Did they say how long is the suspension?
A year.
I think most of them are like a year. Okay,
for the season,
infinity. But
same with Calvin Ridley.
But there's one that's like 6. There's one that was like six games. But my thing is, right, the worst of all was Isaiah Rodgers. How do you bet the over and under on your own running back?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You was like, yo, Jonathan, I'm gonna need you, just tone it down a little bit this game.
You bet the under?
I don't know.
If you bet the under, that's wild.
Disrespect.
Justin, you wanted to talk about Revis versus Joe Klecko on Twitter.
Yeah, I think Revis, he has CTE at this point. I don't understand it. Joe Klecko, he just seems like, he's like the most beloved New York Jet, not named Joe Namath. I don't understand why there needs to be this rivalry out of nowhere.
I think he's like a situation where it's like he said, okay, yeah, we're the best, but I'm still number one.
But it's I don't know. The guy's finally getting his flowers. I mean, Joe Klecko should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago, and it's like he finally has his moment to shine, and then Revis has to just one up him for some reason. Not a fan of it.
Yeah. Last point I'll make. So my quarterback Derek Carr. He had some interesting comments about him leaving Las Vegas and the Raiders. Apparently, stuff was getting so bad for him and his family. His wife was actually crying. I'm like, yo, you was playing so ass in Las Vegas. You made your wife cry. You want to broadcast that? I don't know about that, but
should have really been crying. Devontae Adams. Why did I come here?
Yeah, he's wasting his time there.
Shout out Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey for beating Curry and Thompson.
That whole match like 73-9 all over again. Like, bro, like they choked again. The Splash Brothers choked again. That'll do it for the week of WHPC Sports Talk. We'll see you next month in July, next week as well. But for Justin Greenberg, Devin O'Shea, Kory David, Erik Williams, Joshua Umahi, that is I signing off here on the Voice of Nassau Community College.